Alright, what's poppin'? It's Kairos. You're entering Kairos round. This is Meistersz lesson number two. Number two. Number two. So, the second lesson, after the first, you finding something, what I'm saying, a name in which you're going to be calling yourself, or, what you resonate with mostly. Secondly is finding where you come from, or knowing where you come from and what you come from. Because after you outline what you come from and where you actually come from, then you can start allocating certain elements of existence to that and what you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis. But first you trying to, outline what you come from. And it's a lot of different ways to go about doing this, because you come from different things on different levels. Like, just how they talk about, like DNA. How you got different aspects of existence within you as well. So you come from certain things like, even like, because I could talk about animals and all this stuff, but it's even some shapes and forms that you may relate to more of than which other people don't. Like, I know, like, if we just talking about forms, like forms that's in the living room or something, so to say, I feel like I'm the table. I'm a motherfucker that's like, everything can be presented upon me. Like I'm a being that I'll be able to be a symbol for the feast itself. I feel like I can often represent a table. So it's just like tables and beings that make tablets and just some type of like, tables and tablets is just like scripts and whatnot throughout life and existence. I relate more to motherfuckers that do that type of shit. Motherfuckers that's putting a plateau of everything up on one place. People that's trying to record history and stuff like that. So it's like several different like relations of things like that. Like just talking about birds and shit. I naturally like owls. So I don't know, I'm more in the owl field of shit. The shit that owls resonate and relate to. That's how I live. Like even how like they live on like a different time schedule than what most people or most beings do. I'm even a motherfucker like that as well. I can be like that in life. Those are natures in which I carry. It's just little shit like that, you know. But it's stuff like, I'll say this how you can go about doing it. Because this is how I go about doing it myself. And this is a journey I'm about to uptake if you want to take it with me. You spend 3 weeks in just like a field of resonance of just like, like basically like just asking the universe what you come from. And for that to be shown. You don't ask for it too heavily, but you ask for it lightly. Like heavenly, so to say. Just, like show me what I come from. And you move with that type of knowingness, like you meditate on it and shit. And you do it for 3 weeks. You sit in a space of stillness, so you can receive stuff that you come from. And it may be in different ways, shapes, and forms. You may be driving. You may see a certain type of animal a lot, or a certain type of, being, or go in a certain type of presence, or see a certain type of color a lot, or see a certain type of element in existence. You constantly seeing it pop up in your life. And you may be related to such things, and then just carry it out more and more, and then you find out more about yourself. But that's like the second lesson. It's a quick one. It don't take necessarily 3 weeks for everybody, but it just takes some time tapping in and finding out what you resonate with. You got animals, you got elements, you got forms, you got you got different organisms, you got different creatures, you got different bodies. It's all that type of stuff to where it's like I relate to stars. I know I've been a star. I come from stars. You get that sense of reality. Um, it's a whole lot of stuff like that. But I'd say spend about 3 weeks resonating with it, and then after 3 weeks, you'll be done with about the second lesson. And after you're done with the first three lessons, and I'm putting them out here like in a certain time format for a reason as well, because you're supposed to sit on the lesson and study it and actually learn it and complete it first, before you necessarily move over to the next one. Before you just like, all right, well, I heard this one, so I'm gonna just go listen to the next one instantly. And now you're supposed to do that first one. Where the first one was relating towards your identity, to where you're supposed to like kind of complete that. You're supposed to have like a wholesome, picture of what that is in some sense. Now you coming over and you learning about what you come from, because in the third sense, we're going to be attaching your identity to what you come from. So you know what you are actually a symbol of, but that's going to be for, the third lesson itself. So that's it. Rosa.